Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. It is the evening edition on Salon's blog, Chelsea. Well, we've been speaking a lot about Victor Osimhen, Romelu Lukaku, João Felix, and Conor Gallagher in the past hours. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, or here in Asia with me, dear friend, tonight or this evening, we are starting on a totally different note. Yes, we have a breaking news on Victor Osimhen, but that will come in the last 3-5 minutes. Yes, in the last 3 to 5 minutes, I will bring you that news. But right now, we are starting on a different note. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, it's all about Chelsea preparation towards Manchester City game on Sunday. But guess what? Robert Sanchez heads into the new season as Chelsea's #1 goalkeeper, though his position could come under threat quickly if he makes costly errors or costly early errors. Philip Jensson will push Sanchez for a spot in the first 11. Yes, Philip Jensson will push Sanchez for a spot in the first 11. Meaning, in the starting row, according to the Athletic, yes, Sanchez is seen right now under Maresca as the #1 goalkeeper. Goalkeeper Sanchez is now seen as our #1 goalkeeper. So we signed Philip Jensson, not because we want to make use of his technique or his skill set. We still see Sanchez as the #1. That is what they are telling us now. But if Sanchez makes mistakes in the early part of the seasons, then only it will switch to Philip Jensson. Ladies and gentlemen, well, we went to see whether all the Athletic has been telling us. The same Athletic came earlier on and said Levi Colwill and Wesley Fofana are going to be the first choice center defenders. We hope to see what happens in our game against Man City on Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, because we know there are other defenders as well there. And hey, George Petrovic is equally available. George Petrovic is still with the club. He's not yet gone on loan. He's not yet sold. From what we are hearing, if there is a favorable, asking price for sale, then he could be let go. George Petrovic is available, for sale right now as we speak. Most of us, we prefer George Petrovic to Sanchez, but Maresca prefer Sanchez to George Petrovic. It is what it is, dear friend. All right. Like I said to you, before I go to Victor Osimhen news, I want to look at this team lineup on your screen. Just look at this team lineup on your screen. This indeed will be a very big cry. To line up all these men on your screen right now, as you can see there, and still not qualify for top 4. This is my first 11 going into the new season. If we succeeded in getting Victor Osimhen, then this should be the preferred choice, first choice, going into the new season. Let me hear from you. What do you think? I have the Makukrela on the left side, Levi Colwill and Wesley Fofana has been predicted by the Athletic. Reece James on the right, if he is fit. Otherwise, then that place is for Malo Gusto. Yeah, then that position is for Malo Gusto, as it's going to happen on Sunday. That right side of the defense is for Malo Gusto. If Reece James is fit, then that position belongs to him. Well, my DM will be Romeo Lavia. And my other pairs in that position, in the other person in the midfield is Moise Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. João Felix and Cole Palmer just ahead, playing the number 8 and number 10 role. Cole Palmer and João Felix playing the 8 and 10. Dear friends, right by the right wing, I'll put who? Pedro Neto. I'll put Neto on the right, and I'll put Christopher Nkuku on the left. Heading the attack, no other person than Victor Osimhen. This will be my first 11 if we succeed in getting Victor Osimhen signed this week. Hopefully, Yeah, I said this week. You get me right. This week, Victor Osimhen heading my attack. All right, quickly. Chelsea are selling Mason Basto on a permanent to Hull City. The club are ready to sell a host of players who did not make it on the USA preseason tour. The club are looking to sell a host of players. Indeed, between now and the next 2 weeks, we need to sell at least 15 players. Chelsea need to sell at least 15 players out of the squad, out of the 45 we have there right now. How possible would that be? I don't know. But we need to let go 15 players as it stands, dear friend. All right? So Chelsea are selling Mason Mastaba on a permanent to Hull City. The club are ready to sell a host of other players who did not make it to the US preseason tour. Okay? All right then. Before we go to the breaking news, the exclusive news that I have for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it's interesting, right? It is interesting. But before I go to that, quickly, it is actually important that I bring this to your notice before we continue. Okay? It is very important. Where is my news? All right. Okay, let's get through quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been confirmed. It is confirmed right now as we speak. Yes. Napoli are working to strike a swap deal with Chelsea for Victor Osimhen and Romelu Lukaku. That is the latest news. Napoli are working to strike a swap deal. Means every deal that has been presented to Chelsea are on the table with some little adjustments from Chelsea. We understand as we speak, Chelsea has reduced the asking price for Romelu Lukaku in order to force the deal through. Chelsea has reduced the asking price for Romelu Lukaku in order to force the deal through with Napoli. Important moment in Lukaku-Osimhen talks right now. According to Fraser Fletcher Gillian, important moment in the Lukaku-Osimhen talks right now as we are speaking. As I'm doing this recording now, Napoli open to swap. Chelsea trying to bring down upfront cost on bid to balance out outlay for Osimhen wages. Take it again. Napoli open to swap. Chelsea trying to bring down upfront cost on bid to balance out outlay for Osimhen's wages. Lukaku want Napoli, Osimhen want Chelsea. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this simply means it is very likely it wouldn't be long we shall be hearing the final confirmation of the deal between Chelsea and Napoli. All right? Before I let you go finally, ladies and gentlemen, remember, João Felix deal is still also on. I didn't come here tonight to prolong the news, to keep you waiting, but just to remind you, to bring you this breaking news, that everything is in place right now as we speak for Victor Osimhen, Romelu Lukaku deal, Chelsea, Napoli to be struck. Here as we speak, talks are ongoing and the documents are being looked at. Where things need to be sorted out, like we hear Chelsea really want to be sure on the payment terms, the outlay of payment terms, and even Victor Osimhen's wages. Chelsea are working on all that. Ladies and gentlemen, quickly before I go, let me give only 4 shout-outs. 4 shout-outs. Good afternoon, sir. I really appreciate your update. Love you more. I'm Coach Abdul Aziz by name from Ondo State, Nigeria. Coach Abdul Aziz from Ondo State, Nigeria. Big shout out to you out there. Yes, this one says, I am Sami Loco by name. Hope you come with good news. Yes, the good news what I just brought to you right now, that as we speak, talks are ongoing and things are heating up. Seriously. Ladies and gentlemen, big shout out to you out there, Sami Loco. I believe you are in Nigeria. This one says, nice job, bro. That is why I like you. My name is Aziz Oguntayo from Ogun State, Nigeria. Big shout out to you, Aziz Oguntayo from Ogun State, Nigeria. All right, the last one before I go finally says, I am Mumbi Moses, following you from Uganda. I love you, brother. I love you so very much too. Big shout out to you out there, Mumbi Moses from Uganda. Big shout out to you guys. Look, I am ready to come your way again if there is any breaking news, just as I've done right now. I'll be giving you minute by minute updates, and even on my TikTok. Ladies and gentlemen, remember we have a TikTok running. Go on our TikTok Salons blog, follow us and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one when you see me, dear friend. Shalom and peace.